Today's question is, what role does faith play in my spiritual journey? Oh man, faith is everything. I remember a joke on The Simpsons where Marge says to Homer, like, "Are you saying that you have faith in me?" And Homer says, like, "No, honey, faith is what you have in things that don't exist." I think that's kind of funny. And I think that's an accurate representation of how the average atheist cynic views anything related to religion and faith, and anything that isn't directly provable must not be the case. There's reasons to not be blindly, accepting of every idea that comes your way. But there's also a reason not to be blindly skeptical about everything that comes your way. I think that's maybe where, when I was finding my own path in the spiritual world, like most people follow, I veered in that hyper-skeptical realm a ways, and then, sort of found my way back. But even in my most skeptical days, I think that there was always something that didn't sit right about me. Just not believing in some kind of higher power, some sort of unexplainable, unprovable phenomenon. Ongoing process, I don't think that computers and analysts are ever going to be able to figure out these fundamental questions that spirituality tries to answer. And I feel like the average skeptic is like, yeah, well, maybe we'll never find it out. It's whatever. Yeah, I don't care. That just doesn't satisfy me. The role that faith plays in my spiritual journey, the real ultimate faith, is that there is truth out there. There is an ultimate truth out there that I can find. That's the real faith that I always have to have, because what proof do I have immediately that answer is out there? I don't ever have any proof of any insight before I have the insight, The idea that there is something to find out there. I mean, it's a leap of faith to even ask questions in the first place, isn't it? That there even is an answer that you can get to. So I think that's the ultimate faith. Smaller levels of faith are just that whatever individual practice I'm doing is going to take me there. Like, the biggest faith is that there is an answer. And then the second faith is that I am doing something that's going to potentially arrive me at that answer. That's why there are so many different spiritual practices. There are so many different ways of finding it. And for some people, this particular practice isn't going to get you there. Like, maybe for one person, meditation will help them have great insights. But maybe for another person, contemplation gives them better insights. Maybe there are all kinds of different other practices that all have varying results for different people. And I feel like that's not just particular to spirituality. I think that's a lot related to life purpose, too. I think we all are accepting on some level of faith that we are on the right path with whatever career we're pursuing, whatever life purpose we're pursuing, with whatever people we choose to spend our time with in friendships and romantic relationships. There's always faith in this is the right decision. Or at least there should be. I mean, I, like probably many people, have been in many situations where I'm like, I am doing the wrong thing for myself. And I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it right now. Like, why do we find ourselves in that position? Maybe because to try to take life into our own hands and pursue some kind of purpose requires faith. And faith is very scary. It just is. It's beautiful, but it's scary. A lot of people, including myself, often demand pure assurance of things and literally won't take a single step unless they know that that step is into a safe or prosperous place. But a demand for certainty just results in a lack of action. It never helps you find all the wrong answers that lead up to the right answer. It's that classic saying, the master has failed more times than the amateur has even attempted. And man, am I just taking all that failure all these days? But the truth is, I could be failing more. I can apply more faith to my life. I can take more actions that I don't totally know the outcome of. And I can fail more and more. And I will probably succeed. Whatever succeeding is. I will probably find the answer, I should say, a lot more quickly, with a lot more faith.